someone, babe. And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are. And I'm gonna miss you, I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love.
Okay, and then I'm also want to test my voice volume. Hopefully you can hear what I'm saying. Trying to get the, I don't know, I always struggle with the balance between the volume of my microphone and the volume of like the music and background noise stuff. So if it's not good, please let me know, and I'll do what I can to see if I can fix it up a little bit. A little different this time. The music that I'm using in the background has words, so I don't know if that's going to affect things, so we'll see. But, alright, cool, that's good. Alright then, well, I suppose we should get into it, huh? Alright, so today, I don't know, probably something of a slightly shorter stream. About the Discord channel or server. We have one, but it's currently just like we just use it for voice comms when we're actually like building and stuff. But I am talking with people about trying to figure out how to run like a Discord server, like as a community kind of thing where other people can join up and see things and post things and chat and stuff. So that's something we'll have to work on, because I think that would be fun. I want to make sure I do it right, and I don't 100% understand how all that stuff works. So it's gonna take a little bit of research. We'll get there. But yeah, so let's see if we can pop out here. I'll show you what we're working on tonight. So a little while ago, I built this. This is kind of like it's like a gatehouse. Yeah, that might be. I might hit you up about that, because it would be good to at least have a second opinion about how all this goes together. Yeah, so I built this a little while ago. I really am fond of the... Hey, what's up? I'm really fond of the color scheme. I think it's got a lot of character. I especially like these roof blocks. It's just, I don't know. It's a good mix. Oh, is it? All right, I'll turn the volume down a little bit. Maybe like that. It's kind of a middle ground. Let me know if it's still too loud or too quiet or whatever. Yeah, built this a little while ago. Very fond of it. I think it's a nice shaped building. It's got a lot of I don't know, it's got a lot of character. I especially like this kind of I don't know what it is. It's got like a knife on the front though. You see this? I call it the battleship prow because it looks kind of like on big cruise liners and stuff like Titanic. They used to have, I think Titanic, maybe not Titanic, but they used to have these big metal blade-looking things that are attached to the front of the front of these boats, so that they could ostensibly, I think, like bust up big floating pieces of ice. I'm not sure if that's exactly the use case, or if there was another reason. But they look like this. They got kind of like an inverted curve on them. So yeah, I don't know. It came to me, and I was really I found I'm really fond of it. It's kind of a neat shape. Gives this building a lot of unique character. But I thought we'd do a little more work, kind of, because this is unfinished. Right now it's just kind of, I sketched in all the lines, and I did a little bit of color and shaping and everything, but you can still see, like, I'm not a big fan of this up here. This is just like, I don't like this weird edge. So that's something I need to work on. Also, the inside is basically empty. So if you come in here, you know, there's not really anything in here. I've done a little bit of shaping on the inside. You can't really, you can kind of see it. It's a little bit dark. I'll have to turn on my night vision. But we've got some little pillars that kind of come to the center. Let's see. Night vision. Oops. Can't spell night vision. Alright, there we go. So you can see in the corners we've got like these kind of arches. And I like those. So I think that that's like kind of a good start. When we come up here, there's really nothing. So we need to start kind of just filling in some of this stuff. So I thought that was something we could do. What is going on with, I don't know, these stairs are funny. And then other things, right? This whole area inside here, excuse me, has absolutely nothing. It's just smooth stone. And I think today might be the day that we fill it in a little bit and swap out some of this smooth stone for things that are not smooth stone. Start getting kind of a color palette together. Obviously, I'm thinking that I'd like a lot of it to look a little bit like this. So we're going to probably end up using, you know, kind of a mixture of stone for the streets and things. And then, you know, I want a lot of these kind of, I don't know what you call it. I think it's kind of a raspberry colored roof, and then some gold accents. I think that would look really good. In the lore of the city and everything, supposedly this is supposed to have streets that rotate like a clock face, but it's outside the limitations of Minecraft, I think. So we may have to. I think that it's in Minecraft. The Minecraft version of it is gonna have to be sort of dumbed down a little bit. So instead of it rotating, I think this will just stay stationary, and we'll just pretend it rotates, right? We'll know. Yeah, a little bit of a brass vibe, I think. You know, I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not 100% sure what any of this is gonna look like. I've got some really vague ideas, and I still don't know what I want to do for this big tower in the middle. But John has given me some permission, because he's the one who built this this gateway, which I like. It's a good shape. It's very tall and grand, and I particularly like this kind of prong fork looking thing at the top. I like that a lot. But I think that what I'd like to do with this whole area is just, I think I want to swap out the quartz. I'm not a big fan of the quartz, especially given that the clockyard, so in the story, as the story goes, the clockyard is supposed to be an area sort of like a foreign embassy, or like the Vatican in Italy, where everything inside this wall, this small circular wall, is not technically part of the main country. It's kind of it's land that doesn't, the people who live inside don't have to follow the rules of the country necessarily. They've got kind of that diplomatic immunity thing going on where you can't, they can't be arrested for crimes inside here that they could normally be arrested for out there. Doesn't mean there aren't laws, but it just means that the laws are different, right? It's a country within a country. And to kind of drive that home and make that really apparent, I think what I'd like to do is have this wall, the circular one that surrounds the clockyard, not be made out of the same quartz as the rest of the walls. Because I think that's one of the things right now that might make it confusing for people, is just that the wall looks pretty much the same right now as all the other walls in the city. And it's just not really apparent to someone just looking at this. Oh, why is there a wall inside the city that's surrounded already by a wall, right? Walls within walls, kind of wallception. So I think that, we might do a little bit of that. I don't know if that'll happen today, but it is going to happen at some point. So that's kind of big picture plans. Like I said, I don't know how much of it we're going to get to today, because I think today is going to be a shorter stream, maybe like an hour, hour and a half, something like that, unless I really get on a roll. But we'll see. We'll see how far we get. So, that being said, oh, what is this? On that note, is the banner used for the Conclave Arcana the same one as the banner for the Clockyard? Also, are you going to try Blackstone for the Clockyard wall? Could always be changed to Deep Slate later. That's a good question. I would say that the flag is probably yes. So this is not the flag. I don't know. The updated flags are in the over here. We'll go take a look at that real quick. But I would say that the banner would be the same, because the Clockyard is the Conclave Arcana. The Conclave Arcana being sort of a society of wizards, but they're like a global society. Okay, here we go. This is the updated one. We'll grab a copy of that. Yeah, so we had a different color scheme going initially, but once I finished this gatehouse, MCX was kind enough to alter the banner for me, because it used to look, let's see if we can go fly down and say hello. So it used to look like this, which I really like. It's a good color scheme, but I realized that now with the gold and the kind of raspberry colored roof and everything, it's just, it's not, doesn't make as much sense, right? So now we've got this new and updated banner that has, purple isn't quite the same color, but there are a lot of limitations for banners, and I think this is a better approximation. I certainly like it better. It's I don't know, it's got a good look to it. Purple and gold is just, it's a great color scheme, and that's not just because I'm from LA, where we have the Lakers. But yeah, so this is going to be our little banner that represents this. I think it's supposed to look kind of like a book. Yeah, it matches a little more, huh? It's supposed to look kind of like a book with like one of those metal, I don't know what you call them. Some old books with like leather bindings have these gold clasps that hold them shut so they don't flap around. And that's kind of what it looks like to me. I think that was the intention. So it's a beautiful banner. MCX did a really great job on it. Yeah, it looks really good. So I forgot what my train of thought was before that happened, but we're gonna do a little bit of work on this area. So I've got some blocks laid out here. These I didn't just pull these out. These have been sitting here for the entire time I've been working on this project. But I've just got some little palettes pulled apart just to kind of get some ideas for colors and whatnot. Oh, the walls. That's what I was talking about. I don't think blackstone for the walls. I think that's too dark. I don't want it to look evil. Yeah, I don't, it's not like an evil place. But I think I might use this same mix. It's kind of a dark stone mix. So as opposed to like a lighter stone mix, we've got some of the darker, you know, and darker kinds of stone. Cobble's got some kind of dark, some dark pixels in there. So does the stone brick. And when you put them together, you end up with a mixture of stone that's noticeably darker than regular stone. I don't know if you can really tell. You know, let's see if we can back up a little bit so you can get a little bit. The mountains also got a little bit of that, but you can see it's a little bit darker, closer I think in color to basalt than it is to like just, you know, look at this. This is regular stone, right? That's fairly light compared to this. This has got some darker tones. It also has these dead coral blocks, which are really neat because they're gray, but they've got a little bit of red, kind of a reddish pink in them. And because of that, we get kind of a... what does it say? The wall mix is very busy. It's almost more like the cliff. Blend in a bit. Yeah, I think it will blend in a little bit. I do intend eventually to change the mix that's on the mountainside and everything. I am going to try and top most of the flat areas with grass and stuff like that. So I don't think it'll blend in too much. But I like this mix. I think it's a good representation. It's got some of this, the dead coral that makes it look kind of reddish, which I like. I think that blends well with the roofs and things. I like these accents of this crying obsidian. So I think we might end up using that for the wall or something similar. Something like that. Because I think blackstone is just, blackstone is black, right? And for whatever reason, you know, when you make buildings out of like really, really dark colored materials, they have a tendency to end up looking rather sinister. So the first thing I want to fix though is that this blackstone on the ground is a filler. It's a filler block. I don't like this. It's too dark. It makes this place look evil and sinister, and you know, like it looks like the guy who I don't know, who curates this whole gateway. It has like an evil mustache that he twirls occasionally. So we're gonna swap this out. So the only requirements that we have for this are that I need something with slabs, or stairs, because we have this transition, and I don't want people to have to like jump in order to climb these stairs, right? We want to be able to just walk up it, which limits us a little bit because initially I had this cool plan to use these. What are these? These are smithing tables. Yeah, they have a really cool pattern on the top. But we don't have matching slabs, so that might be not as good. But yeah, so let's see what we have, what our options are. There's always the Nether Bricks, and they've got a little bit of that red in them. But again, it's just a very, very dark block. And I worry that it makes things look, I don't know. That it just looks, you know, too dark and dismal. You know, it's like we're going to the Death Star or something. I don't know. Let's see. Let's replace a few of these and take a step back. We'll see what we think. It's surprisingly difficult to replace these blocks. And I know that I could do it with commands, but I'm just really, really lazy. So, okay, and then we'll stick a few of these slabs in here, just to kind of, see, I think we might have to leave that one out. Kind of like this, maybe? What do we think about that? You know, I think it's better than the blackstone. If anything, just because it's got that deep red in it. but I think it might still be too dark. I don't know, if people have other thoughts, I would love to hear them. I also think that needs to be like that. Yeah, I guess the other option is we could have stairs that kind of, with like the alternating stripes. That might be kind of neat. Here, let me show you an example of that. I know I'm flying all over the place. Oh, but John recently completed, in my last video on the channel, I posted a video where I was making this curved staircase at the beginning of the opening to the Astral Pavilion, and John has actually gone through and like decorated it and stuff, and it looks really cool. He does really, really crazy things in terms of like detail work with stairs and slabs and walls and stuff. But he did this cool thing that I like with the actual levels of the stair, where he has like different striped layers. So he's got some in brick, he's got some with the polished andesite, and some with the stone brick, and they kind of they've got a regular pattern to them. You know, it goes brick, andesite, stone, brick, brick, stone, brick, andesite. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of an intriguing pattern, and I wonder if maybe, you know, it looks good, I think. Definitely, you know, brings the stairs to life and gives them a little bit of interest, and maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should try doing some striped stairs where each level is, you know, I don't know if we need to go for 3 different colors. We might just go for 2. But maybe we could alternate between these crimson bricks and something else. It's a possibility. Let's think on it. Unfortunately, I don't really do a great job of planning these streams out before I start them. I pretty much just hop on and start building, which is not ideal, probably. But hey, you guys get to see my creative process, however terrible it may be. I don't know, what do we have slabs of? I've said this once and I'll say it again, there are just not enough slabs in Minecraft. I mean, don't get me wrong, we have a lot of slabs, but like, the range of colors that they cover is relatively small, I feel like. So we got a lot of repeats. We have all the different kinds of wood slabs, which are nice. And then we have like a bunch of different kinds of stone kind of slabs. We have stone and smooth stone and cobblestone and stone bricks. And I don't know. I wish they'd make, like, I would love metal slabs. Metal slabs would be awesome. I don't know. There are just a lot of slabs that I feel like they could do more with. I would love concrete slabs. That would make my life so much easier. But anyway, let me see. I don't know. It's kind of a big decision because whatever I pick is probably going to end up being the floor color basically throughout the clock yard. I don't really see any really big reasons why I would do this one color and do the other one, you know, the walkways inside the big circle in a, you know, drastically different color anyway. I think blackstone's too dark. We could try some polished andesite, and just for kicks we'll use regular andesite. It's kind of a darker gray, but it's not quite blackstone level dark. There's always diorite. Polished diorite is surprisingly one of my favorite blocks. I know a lot of people aren't very fond of it, but I think it's, you know, it's kind of a fun block. I like that it's got that very, very square border. Let's try a little bit of this. Let's see. We'll just fill this in and see what it looks like. Huh? Oh, I see. It's got these weird pillars. Okay. And we'll do one more layer like this. Let's fill in this level. Oh, I see what's going on there. Guess we don't. We can just bring it up like that. Okay, that's andesite. These are all andesite. We're gonna make this one andesite, even though it's probably not supposed to be, just so it fits with everything else. How are we feeling about that? It's not bad. It is significantly lighter in color than the walls, which is an interesting detail. I don't exactly know how I feel about that. Whether it feels like a good thing or a bad thing. Alright, let's try a little bit of diorite and see what we think about that. I get the feeling, though, that if this is the way I feel about the andesite, the diorite's just going to be, like, worse. Yeah, diorite's probably going to be too bright for this. But we'll see. It's hard to tell. I need to put more in. Oh. This is one of the great struggles with building things like this, is that you end up replacing the same blocks over and over again many, many times. Alright, let's kind of get a top-down view. You know, I actually don't mind the diorite that much. Hey, what's up? Glad to have you. We're just we're doing a little bit of work on this this gatehouse structure, trying to figure out floors. I feel like I'm picking out a new house or something. You know, actually, the more I look at this, the diorite's not bad. The crimson's not bad. Yeah, this is true. And I think that I want something that contrasts just a little bit more. MCX pointed out that we have polished andesite in the walls of this. And I think it might be better just to stay away from that in the context of the floors. Question is, do we go, you know, I mean, we've got kind of two options here, right? We can either go lighter than the andesite, which would be probably diorite, or we can go darker than the andesite, which would likely be this crimson nether brick. Yeah, I tend to agree. I think the andesite's just, it blends in a little bit too much, and you know, I mean, what's the point of having walls if they're going to be the same color as your, as everything else, right? It's better to have things be a little bit different, I think. So let's try this. Oops. I am leaning a little bit on the diorite, although, that being said, you know, maybe I shouldn't be, just because I already use diorite so much. Just because polished diorite with quartz looks really good. I don't know, is that too light? What do you guys think? It's I don't know. Unfortunately, the best way to tell with this stuff, in terms of like, does it look right, is just to do the whole thing and then stare at it. I was trying to kind of avoid having to do this entire thing, but you know, sometimes that's just what you gotta do. So let's just replace all this right now. You can always come back later. That's true. Maybe that's something we should look at too. I was kind of interested in trying like a mixture, or at least like, I think I like the stripes idea. That might not be bad. I think the only thing we have to be careful about with stripes is we want them to be as much of a consistent width as we can so that they look uniform. You know, and just based, you know, I mean, it's Minecraft, right? Drawing anything that's sort of round is always going to be difficult to do. Darker block would contrast with the alabaster walls, but the white isn't bad either. I think you're probably onto something. Okay, let's try this. Let's see if we can do stripes. Because, you know, if the stripes look bad, we can always get rid of them later. Let's see. Okay. Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. Huh. I actually don't hate that. We've got a little bit of weirdness going on with the thickness of the stripes, but honestly, nothing I can't fix fairly easily. You slap a couple extra blocks on there, and it's honestly not bad. I wonder if we could, you know, I mean, if we do it this way, then it means that once we get to the part that's not like a curved staircase, you know, maybe we could do some sort of cool floor pattern. I am very fond of all the amazing floor patterns that people have been building in their builds and everything all over this server. John's got a really amazing floor in the Hall of Heroes in the Astral Pavilion. Finn has done some amazing work in the Palace, particularly the ballroom. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw that yesterday or the day before. That one's beautiful. And then Bart has just been adding really nice little patterns all throughout the city, all over the place, in the Centerfall and the Palace, and even in her own builds and stuff. They're actually really nice. So that's a possibility. Maybe we could get our name on the Hall of Fame for cool floors, you know? Wouldn't say no to that. I don't know, what are we thinking here? Does that look good? Does it look bad? Is it too contrasting? Not enough contrasting? That's a tough one. I do like the fact that it's like, you know, it's very much the contrast between the light and the dark. I think that part is at least good. The question is, does it look weird? Does it look like, is it too chaotic? You know, is there too much going on? Yes, that's gonna be, yeah, I mean, that's gonna be your big floor pattern project, I think. I don't know. Okay, well, let's do some more of this, because I'm leaning on it. I like it. Yeah, I think it's a fun pattern. I think we'll continue it, and we'll just kind of see what happens. If it ends up looking bad, then, you know, we can always change it later. The other thing to note that I just realized is that because we're doing it this way with the stripes, it means that we're actually only using crimson slabs and we're using full diorite blocks, which is actually kind of nice, because it means I think that I can do the lazy thing, and I can just go through and just convert all of this blackstone, or at least a lot of it, into diorite, and then stick the slabs on top of it, and we'll have our pattern. Let's do that. Alright, we'll grab our normal wooden axe. Let's not use a sphere, let's use a cylinder brush, huh? Well, actually, I think we actually can use a sphere, because it's more surface area, and I don't think there's any blackstone inside the building that I'm worried about messing up, so... Let's see, we're going to do this in polished diorite. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgetting my commands. Diorite 5. And this is polished blackstone though. Andesite and diorite just for the grayscale. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I think the only issue with that is I think we still run into the same problem where andesite is just because it's already part of this something we've used before in this wall, in the wall of the building. I think it's gonna blend too much, and I worry that it won't stand out in a way that's interesting. Okay, let's just give this a shot. God, I love the brush tools in World Edit. Look how easy this is, you know? I mean, under normal circumstances, I would have to go and do this all by hand. I'd have to run around and replace every one of these blocks with my own 2 hands. Ain't nobody got time for that. Now, I can just paint with it. Very convenient. Oh, and this actually looks pretty good in here. We'll have to do some sort of cool pattern. I know this gold block is the center of the room, so that'll come in handy, I think. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know about the tab thing. That's actually very helpful. Let's convert this stuff up here too. While we've got the tool. Okay, and I think there's a little tiny bit of it up here. Could be wrong. I am wrong. There's nothing up here. Okay. Yeah, I definitely think diorite on its own is a little overpowering. It's too light. But I think if we mix in some of this crimson... I'm sorry, I keep calling it crimson, but it's just nether brick. If we mix some of this nether brick in, though, I think it offsets the stark whiteness of the diorite. Makes it a little bit better. Because I think that this, I mean, you know, if we fly over here so you can't see the nether brick, diorite's just a little bit strong. So let's come down here and fill in some more stairs, huh? Let's see, I think we need one there. Kind of like that, maybe? Maybe more like that, huh? These don't have to be perfect just because it's a curved staircase, you know? I mean, what are you gonna do? It's not gonna end up exactly right on the first try, unfortunately. Maybe like this. That seems pretty good. And then, oh man, now I gotta do it in reverse on this side. It's gonna be challenging. Let's see, we did like that, and then we got another one that looks kind of like one of these. Nope. Yes. And then we got like a small. It's like playing Tetris. I feel like. So we got one that's kind of this shape, and then after that, we got this. See, that right there is exactly a Tetris piece. That's a real life Tetris piece right there. So we got to do one of those. Oh man, I think it's like that. And then, okay, after real life Tetris piece, we have like W for Wario. Maybe it's an M for Mario and it's just upside down. Never been quite clear on that, but. And then I think these are actually filled in. Yes, I did fill those in. Might actually look a little too much like a zebra now. That's possible. I do not doubt that it is at least somewhat zebra-like. Okay, and then we got this thing. This is like 2 squares with a little dongle. This is how I do all my patterns, by the way. I'm trying to look for usable patterns in the shapes. 2 squares and a dongle. Okay, what else? This one's like, I don't know, it's a squiggly snake. and it's 3 little 2 segments. Squiggly snake, squiggly snake. And then I remember I filled in that. I don't remember why, but I did do it. And then after squiggly snake, we have squiggly snake part 2, but it's got like a square at the end, so it's like a bomb kind of. Wait, that doesn't look right. I think it's like this. Squiggly snake with a bomb. The squares on the outside. Yes, okay, cool. Let's take a look. See if we hate this or love this. Well, it's strong, you know? That's that ain't no soft and easy pattern, huh? That's I don't know. It's not bad though. Honestly, I don't hate it. Yeah, it's honestly not too bad. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think at the very least, it's not bad enough that I should change it immediately. It's at least good enough to stay for a little while. I think that's sort of important. Let's see, I think I should fill that in. No, I changed my mind. That's gotta stay separate. Okay. Let's do this part. So I'm assuming we're going to continue like the stairs thing. Let's find some diorite stairs. They make diorite stairs, right? Polished diorite stairs? Yes. Yes, they do. Pretty sure they make the crimson or the nether brick. I don't know why I keep calling them crimson nether brick. It's a habit. See, this is much easier. Why can't they all be this easy? Okay. And then I noticed that this is like got like a hole. So I'm trying to fill that hole in. Okay. Also, that's bugging me because I think that that's technically supposed to be kind of a wall color block, but it's not. Cheshire cat. Yeah, I can kind of see that. He's got kind of a smile, huh? I never saw it that way, but now that you mention it, not sure if I can unsee it. I think, yeah, actually, that does look like a big old face. There's like an eye right here and an eye right here. And we got that big old goofy smile. Or maybe these are the eyes down here, you know? It's got like a nose right here. It's kind of a face, huh? Kind of reminds me of a piano. I don't know. It's not the greatest thing, but it's honestly not too bad. And, you know, I think also that this will, in general, this whole thing will look a lot better once this isn't just pure diorite right here. Because I think that really throws things off balance because there's just so much of it. I think once we put some patterns in, it might not look too bad. Don't know. Worst case scenario. That's why they make a delete button in Minecraft. I can always change it back. Let's do like this. See, I'm not smart enough to have put blocks underneath these stairs, which would make this much easier. So instead, we gotta do it the hard way. I mean, I don't know. I'm really pleased with Minecraft for making this cool system where, you know, depending on where you place blocks in relation to other blocks, especially with stairs, like they get different facings. So you can put stairs in a row by doing this on the sides. But it's also just sometimes very difficult to, you know, the only reason I'm able to do it at any consistent kind of speed is because I've done this a lot. Gotta say though, it's not my favorite thing in the world to do. You can draw blocks, but if you try to draw blocks that have facing, such as stairs, they all default to like some standard orientation. Oh, I messed this pattern up. But they don't. Yeah, you end up with a bunch of stairs. So if I wanted to put stairs in a line, they're gonna show up like this, like that, instead of turned on their side, like they're supposed to be. I have not found a command that lets me fill an area with blocks like that, and also dictate the facing of the block. Sure, it's a world edit command somewhere, but I just don't know the syntax for it yet. So if anyone knows that off the top of their head, I would very much like to hear that. This is bugging me. Nope. Let's kind of fill in these. Can I do what? Can I do what along a diagonal? The commands? I don't think I can draw. I don't think that I can use commands to draw stairs on a diagonal, or at least if I can, but I don't know. I don't think it makes any difference in the facing, as far as I know. The only way to get consistent facing with stairs is to copy and paste something that already exists somewhere. And oh, that's actually got to be, yeah. But unfortunately, kind of the issue there is that oh, there we go. I don't have anything to copy and paste from right now. Yeah, so I can draw diagonal lines with stairs, but they end up. Oh yeah, I can draw diagonal lines. Yeah, I can do like I don't know. Here, I'll show you. That's how I made this line, I think. Maybe not. That might be a lie. I can also draw it like diagonal in 3 dimensions. So one of these is actually taller than the other. I can go line, I don't know, gold block. And then I put a radius of 0. And then Minecraft does its best to draw me as straight of a possible line between 2 points, which is kind of cool. The line drawing algorithms are pretty consistent, all things said and done. I can also do it, you know, if I use a bigger radius, like 2, it makes a thicker line, which in this case looks, it's a bad shape. Let's get rid of that. But yeah, I can do that with any 2 points. I can do it with multiple points. I can do complex curves too. Let's see if I can show you that, because it's actually kind of a neat thing. This is low-key. This is how I do things with the tree. How I did the branches. So let's see. I believe it's like this. No, it's convex. That's what it is. Convex. Cool. So when I use the convex selector, it lets me select many points instead of just 2. So I can select the first point, and I can select the second point, and I can select the third point, and maybe I'll put the 4th point over here. So what I've drawn is kind of an S shape. So I do that. I've got my 4 points selected, and then I can do the same thing. Line, gold, block, radius 2. Boom. Makes a cool zigzaggy thing. So that's kind of neat. It's a fun trick, party trick. It helps though, because that's, if I do it with a thinner radius, you get more consistent straight lines and things like that. And then I can also do curves. Let's see. I believe I can do it with this. And that'll draw, it's hard to see, but it's, instead of it being straight lines between the dots, it's got kind of a curve to it. So that's kind of a fun thing you can do. I use that with some floating blocks and things to make the branches of the tree. Because yeah, I don't know, it works out surprisingly well. You get some interesting shapes. Let's see if I can make an interesting shape. Okay. I think that'll work. Yeah. So it approximates, it's not not a perfect thing, but it's honestly pretty good, all things considered. Very useful tool. Anyway, I gotta turn this back into a regular cubic, because if I do not, or cuboid, so if I don't, I'm inevitably gonna forget that it's bound that way, and I'm gonna try and replace something, and it's gonna get real weird. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure how I feel about this staircase. I could go either way on it, to be honest. Okay, we're gonna do another experiment. Nether brick. Nether brick. 5. Nope. Is it nether bricks? Nether bricks. Yeah. Polished. Diorite. Okay. We can always undo this. I just want to see. I don't know. It's honestly not bad. Turn off my night vision. I don't know. There's a part of me that is leaning heavily towards doing just nether bricks. It's simpler. Maybe that's good. Maybe I'm trying too hard to make this you know, fun and interesting, when maybe simplicity is the best policy here. Hard to say. I guess though that now that we have this, we could actually experiment. We could try some other colors. Oh, someone mentioned andesite. I kind of want to try that. Oops, can't spell sphere. Sphere. Oh my god. Andesite. Andesite. Yeah, that's spelled correctly. I can spell. Technically, I don't have to put the mask in again, but I like doing it just in case. Let's try this. Oh wait, no. That's not right. No, what I want to replace is I'm trying to replace I'm trying to replace the nether brick is what I'm trying to do, huh? Okay, let's see. I believe this works. I can do sphere, polished andesite slab. Slab? Okay. I believe I can do this. What do we think about that? Is that better? Hey, what's up? How's it going? We've spent 45 minutes now of me trying to figure out what color I want to make these stairs. So it's, in other words, you've missed quite a lot. This is just top-notch quality entertainment right here. But yeah. I do think that the andesite might be... I think it is too similar. But... yeah, I have to agree a little bit. I don't know. The nether brick does look nice. It is just it's a bold color. And I wish there was something a little more in between. Something in between this dark and like kind of the andesite color. I'm trying to look and see if there's anything. Yeah. I have to agree with what you guys are saying with the nether. I do like the nether brick. It's a strong You know, it's a strong block. It looks, you know, I think it looks like the stairway is held together a little bit better. I'm also not looking at it. I'm not as much of a fan of the stripes on the curve as I thought I would be. I thought that I would like, yeah, I think Deep Slate may be a good choice when that happens, but I don't want to base my decision making right now on something that isn't out yet, just in case, you know, it turns, I mean, who knows, maybe it'll either it could take them a very long time to release the update, and I don't want to rely too heavily on stuff that is subject to change. I think things are mostly kind of locked in, but you never know. So I don't want to, you know, I mean, there's a very good chance, given how fast everything's getting built in the city, that we'll be done before the update comes out. I mean, you never know, depending on when it comes out. And I don't want to rely too much on it. What I want to do instead is kind of leave it in the back of my mind that new stuff is coming, and that I like the new stuff, and there's a lot of cool stuff we can do with the new stuff. And when it comes out, you know, we'll find new and interesting ways to use it, and we'll add it into some of the older stuff. But I don't want to rely too heavily on waiting for something to come out. It's not out currently. Let's see. What else do we have, though? Well, kind of an in-between color. Oh, yeah. I was really excited about Moo Blooms. They're super cute. I love the cute animals. Glow squids are okay, but they don't have the same level of adorable. I wonder what basalt. Basalt's got kind of a neat texture to it. I noticed this the other day, that it looks a lot like, oops. That's gonna be annoying. But it's got kind of a neat texture to it. It's like it looks a lot like cobble, I guess. Like a dark cobble. I wonder... Okay, let's see if we can do this. Basalt. 5. Mask. Polished diorite. It is nice that we can use these commands, because oh, hey, that's actually not too bad. It is very close in color, but I do like the texture of it. I mean, at the very least, I do like it more than I like... I like it more than I like the diorite, I think. It's an interesting block. It's got kind of a pebbly texture to it. Reminds me of, like snake or lizard skin, kind of. You know, honestly, the color is really good. It is so similar to the walls of this thing, as I just don't know how I feel about that, you know? Terracotta is probably not going to work out, because terracotta has like almost no texture. It's going to make this look really flat, I think. Same goes for concrete. And I want something with a little bit of texture. You know, it doesn't have to have a lot, but for floors, I do tend to like these blocks with like kind of the square tiley looking face on them, or things like this with a lot of nice texture. But basalt is not bad. We run into that issue where it's the same color as the walls, though. It's almost exactly. Although what that does tell me is that maybe I should add some basalt into the walls, because it does look very good. Okay. Back to the drawing board. What else do we have? Oh. It's a tough one. We need something darker than basalt, but lighter than nether brick, ideally. I wonder what would happen if we used the red nether bricks. Would that be too much, you think? It is sort of in between. There's also ancient debris. Or netherite. Netherite's sort of in between. Okay. We'll do some more experimenting. Let's see. Crimson. Nether Brick. Bricks? Nope. What is this? What is this supposed to be? Crimson. Crimson. Is it not called? What is it called? What am I missing? Oops. What is this block called? Oh, it's just called red nether brick. Okay. My bad. Red nether brick. Nether bricks 5. The reason I keep repeating this mask command, even though it is something that I definitely don't need to do every time, is I'm super paranoid about not entering the right command and just like putting big holes in what I've built. So I always make sure I like double mask things. Whoa, that is bright. It is kind of neat. It's got kind of a neat color with the two different kinds of nether bricks. That's not the worst thing I've ever done. Huh. It is quite a color scheme though, with the gold and the red and the purple. It is very strong. Whew. It's hard to say. I don't know. Not bad. Not bad. I think red might be just too overpowering though. Especially if this is something that... If I'm going to end up using a similar palette for like the streets and everything inside this wall, I think it's best if we don't do something quite this gaudy. Alright, well, we're kind of running out of options. What else do we have? Oh, I want to try netherite. Netherite block. Actually, that's not terrible. It is noticeably darker, I think, than the walls, but it's not as dark as Blackstone. The question kind of remains, does it look too much like, does it still make this place look scary? Scary and dark? I do like that it's got that square pattern on it. Well, I can see there's at least one person who does like the netherite blocks. Dead coral. The only issue I'm worried about with dead coral is that we've got dead corals in the body of the building, and I'm a little bit concerned. I tried polished andesite earlier, and because we've also got polished andesite in the walls of this, the walls and the floor blended together too much, and it was difficult to see where the floor stopped and the wall started. And I worry that we'd have similar issues with dead coral. I do like the use of dead coral in the wall, because I like the fact that from a distance the dead coral gives the structure just a very, very, very light kind of pinkish tinge, which I think matches up really nicely with these beautiful I keep calling them raspberry colored roofs that we've got, and I think that's a good use of the dead coral. I think that on the floor though, I think that I want it to be just a much more distinctive color, and I actually am feeling really good about the netherite. Which is funny because if I end up doing this floor in netherite, it's going to be like the most expensive floor in the history of Minecraft. Because netherite's like, I don't know, I don't really play survival, but netherite's like super rare, right? It's like making things out of diamond blocks. Oh. It's a good thing I'm not playing survival. If I were trying to build this in survival and I discovered that netherite looked really good, I don't know. I don't know what I would do, because that would make me so sad. Because can you imagine trying to like gather all of this this much netherite just to make a floor? Like, no, that's some real masochistic level stuff. Well, let's fill this all in. We can always change it back if we have to. What do we think? It's funny because, I mean, overall, the overall change so far has been from blackstone to netherite, which is not a big change, but I think it's enough. It's not nearly as dark as it was before, which was what was bothering me initially. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Now the question is, do we leave the crimson in there? Crimson. Oh, do we leave the nether brick in there? Do we have netherite and nether brick? Do the stripes look okay, or is it too? Would it be better just to have? Well, we can't use pure nether brick because they don't have. We can't use pure netherite because they don't have netherite slabs. So it's gonna have to have stripes, I think. Netherite look with black stone instead of nether bricks. Give that a shot. Oh. Polished blackstone, I would think. Blackstone slabs. 5 nether brick slab. I think that might be, already looking at it, it might be too subtle. Yeah. I mean, if we were trying to go for something where we just didn't want to see, you know, where we wanted it to be all netherite, but we don't have a netherite slab, this would be okay. But I actually kind of like the regular nether brick in there. Hopefully I have enough undos to, let's see. Yes. Okay. There are better ways of undoing this without just using the undo command over and over again, but I don't know them, so. Okay, let's. Oh, this is the other issue we've got, huh? We don't have Netherrite Stairs. That is sort of problematic. There are a couple of ways we could fix that. The most obvious way would be just to use blackstone instead of diorite. There's also a possibility that we can make this a longer staircase. Because that was something that was like bothering me a little bit, is that this is a pretty steep stair, you know? It's a 45-degree angle. That's a leg day kind of staircase, right? But we could make it a gentler slope with slabs and things. Okay, I've got to fix this. This is really bugging me. It's that one random piece of sand. But yeah, I mean, we could pull it out. You know, it'd probably come out to like here or so. We made it double long. Blackstone is also an option, though. Yeah, I'm worried, though. I think if we make this stair come out too far, I think it's going to look a little funny. I think it's nice that it's got this gap here at the bottom before. This is going to be a bridge, just in case that wasn't readily apparent. And I think it'd be nice to have like a little plaza kind of up here on this hill. And then the bridge, which means that this needs to be this kind of short snub nose shape. I wonder if we could kind of mix it up. If we can make it kind of a combo staircase. Because I would really, you know, if I'm going to use netherite up here, I would really like to use netherite in the staircase part of it too. I don't really want to switch to blackstone if I can avoid it. Okay, let's work on the stair. Let's have some thoughts and some things. Oh, this is painful, but it's got to be done. You guys ready for this? I hate this part. Oh, okay. Goodbye, stair. Rip, stair. We will miss you, my friend. Okay. So, let's get rid of all this stuff. Also gonna fill in this just for right now. Okay, so let's see if we can plan this staircase a little bit better. I don't think I need to worry about these because these are going to be hidden, hopefully, if I'm doing this right. Okay. So, basically, a slab staircase is just, you know, it comes out by 2 blocks at each level. And then the first layer is slabs, second layer is not slabs. So, and I suppose if I am concerned about the bridge, that I can always, I mean, there's no reason I can't move the bridge or change, I mean, I could change the shape of the landscape if I really wanted to, right? So really what I should be focused on, I suppose, is just doing this in a way that looks good. It is going to come out pretty far, though. Which might look weird. I don't know. You're going to find out, but... Let's see, just like that. Well, and I guess the other thing... Hey, what's up? Yeah, it's almost done, bro. Almost done. We just got one more block right there. Boom, city's done. That's it. Whole project. Stream over. YouTube channel over. No, but we're just doing some work on this gatehouse. You know, I suppose... Let's see. I don't know. Put there. So this does come out pretty far. And if we continue the pattern, I think it's easily going to come down to here. Actually, I suppose I should fill it all in just for posterity's sake. Let's see. And then the last layer of stairs goes like this. Okay. So it does extend the length of this staircase significantly if we do that. Which, it's a little awkward. I can't unsee that Cheshire Cat face. It looks like he's got a tongue now. You guys see it? He's got eye, and he's got a big old smile, and that's his nose, and then he's got his tongue is poking out. He's laughing at us. But I think the other thing, I have no idea, man. This is, oh, I should mention that as due diligence. This playlist is one off of, let me look up the name just in case people are looking for this kind of music. This is a playlist off of YouTube from a channel called No Copyright Sounds, which I believe is a small indie record label. So all the music is royalty free. If you ever need music for anything, you know, for a stream or for a video or something, I believe most of their music is available for use, you know, with appropriate crediting and all of that. If you're looking for things like that, it's like not a bad place. So far this music has been a little funky, but not in a bad way, right? Okay, so we've got our Cheshire Cat tongue. It's pretty long. But something I was thinking about, a way that we could perhaps fix that, because the landscape down here, I mean, eventually my thoughts are I'd like to put like a little town down here, you know. I think I talked with Bar about this. Look, I've got a sign that says town. There you go. So I'd like to put a little town down here. We've got some natural caves going on. That's kind of neat. But if I do end up putting a town here, you know, we're gonna have to change the shape, because I mean, like, what is this? What is this generation? That's not good. That's bad. So, you know, we will end up changing the shape of this anyway. So maybe what we do, maybe this doesn't have to come down so far, because maybe we just move the ground up to meet it. Right? So if we move the ground up by 2 blocks in this area, you know, I mean, already that pushes the stair back to there. If we move it up 3 blocks, push it all the way back to here, which is a much more reasonable length, I think. A half-circle landing tower at the bottom of the stairs. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think it also fits in with this bridge idea I have. I think it'd be nice if the bridge kind of linked up with that as well. Let's give that a shot. Let's see. What do we think? Does that look kind of like the center of this area? That looks like the center. I don't know. I guess we'll measure it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Diameter 8 circle. I kind of like the tower idea. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to dig. We will become the mole people. I'm going to go plenty deep. Definitely below water level. So water level's at 62. So we should be below the water. And, oh, but we don't know what height the ground level is. That's something I probably should have looked into. Okay, so this is at 90. So, I believe we can do this. What should we make this tower out of? I'm just going to do stone bricks for right now. Set a radius 8. Although maybe 9 would be better. We do radius 9. And then we're at 60, we need to go up to 90. That's 30 blocks. If I've done my calculations correctly. Moment of truth. Hey, look at that. That's actually not bad. We can probably, since this bridge is not, I don't really care that much where it goes. We could probably move this bridge so it lines up more with the 45-degree angle of this circle. And I actually like that. I like that a lot. So, let's go ahead and fill this in. I'm just going to fill it with regular stone because I just want it to be different than the rest of this circle so that I can, you know, brush it differently if I need to. Cool. Yeah, that's actually not bad. You know, maybe we'll put a building down there. We'll build a town out in here. I think that's kind of it's kind of nice. Okay, so back to our initial plan. Let's go through with the where are the slabs? Oh, I will never understand the way Minecraft sorts things. Look at this. Like the slabs are up here, but then we have to go down like 5 rows before we find the regular blocks. It does not compute, but that's okay. Okay, like this. Just like this. And then I guess we need one down here, huh? Ooh. You have to say the netherite with the crimson... I keep calling it crimson. The netherite with the nether bricks is a good combination. Just look at that. That is really... It's looking pretty cool. I do like this landing platform idea too that kind of sprouts from the surrounding landscape. That's actually... It ends up looking a lot cooler than I anticipated. You know, I mean, it's possible we could even put like a door and have this be like a building you could go inside of, right? That'll be a project for a different day. Because if I get too sidetracked, none of this is ever going to get done. But I think I can do like this. Let's see. No. We need to... How does this work? Ah, because it's a slab. Okay, yep. Three, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I do like edging it with this gold. So I think it's just, it's fancy, right? And we could all use a little more fancy in our lives. It's a little bit of you know, I wish I could have a golden staircase in my house, but instead we just have regular staircases. Yeah, I think that's good. We'll probably fill in this area underneath with some sort of mix. I don't even remember what the mixture was down here, so that's something we'll have to work on at some point too. Let's see. Right now, let's just bring this straight across. You know, that's one of the things that I wish they would implement in World Edit. And it might be, it's very possible that it's something that's already been implemented in Fast Async World Edit, which I do not use currently. But I can fill in spaces horizontally. So like I filled in this, all I had to do was stand inside it and use a fill command. They do not have vertical filling. It's not a thing yet. There is currently no real way to, you know, for me to just stand inside here and fill in a vertical space, which is unfortunate because I think that would be a nice feature. First world problems, am I right? My awesome creative editing tool isn't quite awesome and creative enough. Music is pretty funky. Kind of liking it. I'm usually not a big fan of like this, I don't even know what genre you call this, but for streaming and stuff, it's the fact that it's really upbeat and stuff, it's, I don't know, it works. Okay, so that's a little ugly down there, but it's something we'll work on. Hey, you know what? That's just, dang, dude. That's harsh. This guy is being mean. I think I'm being cyber bullied right now, and I need an adult. Just in case anyone is not aware, this nerd here, Tarek, is a longtime friend. God, we've known each other like 15 years now, I think. He's a bit of a, I don't know, he's a bit of a strange dude, but you know, I put up with him, he puts up with me, so in the end, that's all you can really ask in a friendship, right? People are willing to look at your face and not be appalled. The internet is a dangerous place. Okay, I don't know why I made these gold, but I would like them to be kind of like that, because I think that looks cooler. Alright, well, we've made a small amount of progress so far. Not too bad. I think we'll keep working on it. Let's see if we can figure out some sort of pattern in here. Pop these lanterns. And then turn on my... Ooh, it's so dark. Okay, now we can see. Is it really been 18 years? That's wild. That's just, it's not right, man. It's funny. All right. So, I don't even know where to start with this. I don't know. Where do you start with a cool floor pattern? What's the default way of going about that for people, huh? Those of you who do awesome floor patterns. I mean, I guess we just start doing like just kind of shapes, I guess, right? We do some circles, and then we do some lines, and we connect up the circles, and we connect up the lines. Something like that. So I guess I'll just start making some circles and some lines and connect them up and see if that works, or if that's a myth. I don't know. I don't do a lot of floor patterns. But I'd like this to be sort of, because we've got this nice circular building, it would be cool if we did kind of a radial thing. I'm really hoping that I am correct in this. I placed the gold block in the middle of this room so that it's right at the center of the circle. That doesn't look... it does look centered, because... Yeah, okay. I'm gonna just go ahead with the assumption that it works. You're in class. Oh, that's funny. I mean, music recommendations are always welcome, but if it's music that's on the stream, it's gonna have to be royalty free, because I don't want any copyright strikes or any of that stuff. Oh, drawing it up in a different program is pixel art. Oh man, that's way too much effort. I don't have time for that. I don't even own any other programs. The only program I own is Minecraft and Google Chrome, because that's how I'm running the stream. And I guess YouTube Music, because that's where my music is coming from. But those are the only ones. Well, and my video editing stuff. And my audio editing stuff. But other than that, you know, I mean, Minecraft life, you know? If you have any other programs, then you're probably not like a real Minecrafter, right? But I kid, but okay, that's kind of a neat pattern. We got some lines. We got some lines going on. I don't know. I guess we'll just start kind of playing around with the shapes. I could see this having like some little satellite looking things on it. That's not bad. Kind of a neat design. Let's see. Just like this, and then I suppose we got to do everything symmetrical like, huh? Ooh, that looks cool. Oh, classical music. That's actually not a bad idea. Because I believe a lot of that's public domain. And I do love me some really nice classical tunes. That might be something I have to look into. That's not a bad idea. I like the gold blocks. I think, though, it might actually be cooler to have some light emitting blocks in the floor. What do we think about that? It'd be like magma. Hey, there you go. I can use yeah, I can use any or all of those suggestions. I'll look into it. Maybe we can get I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to like communally create playlists, but maybe that's something I should look into, huh? Okay. Let's place a few of these. That's not bad. That's right, you told me that previously that your one of your family members is a music type person, the London University. Forgive me, I don't remember the name. But yeah, that was actually really cool. Music has always been an important part of my life, you know. I'm a piano player. But if I were really cool, right, if I were like top level streamer, I would record some piano tunes and use them as music. But I'm just not that cool. I'm only, you know, a little bit cool. So one day I'll reach that level of coolness. And you'll come to watch my stream and it'll be like, oh yeah, no big deal. The music in this stream is just music that I wrote. and then performed and recorded. Is that, what is this? Why is the random? What do we think? Does that look cool? Yeah, that's kind of what yeah, I think snowflakes are kind of a good place to draw inspiration. That's kind of neat. I think maybe, yeah, maybe we will include a little bit of gold, kind of like this. Kind of like this. Oh, nope, that's not the right one. Kind of like... That's kind of cool, right? Let's see, what other cool things can we do? I think maybe we, I think this middle one needs to be a gold block, though. Just for kind of a consistency's sake. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background. We have a dog and she is sleeping on my bed currently because my computer setup is in my room. She is snoring like a chainsaw, which is hilarious because she's like a 5-pound dog. Alright, well, have fun in class, learn some stuff, and we'll catch you later. Thanks for coming to the stream, though. We appreciate it. And by we, I mean me, but, you know. I mean, I'm sure other people appreciate it, too, but... I have to say, patterns, floor patterns, not my strong suit. But we are doing our best. We are trying our hardest, and I don't think it looks... It's not unbearable yet, so I'll take that as a win. Let's try. That's kind of neat, right? I have to say, this is not nearly as cool as any of the other floors in these buildings that we've been working on, but hey. Let me see. What else can I add? Kind of want more of this magma. Maybe like that. Then like that. I love the way the magma blocks glow. Just, I don't know, it's a darker kind of glow than some of the other light blocks. And it's just I don't know. Looks neat. What do we think about that? Oh, black? Okay. What do we have? What kind of black? Because we've already... Should we use obsidian or maybe coal? Coal might be good. Coal is the blackest black block I know. While still having some... Blackstone also is pretty dark. Maybe crying obsidian. I'm running out of space. We don't need a debug stick right now, right? Let's see. If we, ooh, that is really dark. Oh, I don't know. That might have been a mistake. Wow, it's funny because I don't know. I do stuff with netherite and I'm like, wow, that's really dark, and then I end up using a real black block. I'm like, wow, that is just so much darker. Yeah, I think coal's too black though. It's a little bit too dark. Maybe blackstone. Just... That's not terrible. Oh, the Gilded Blackstone. That might not be a bad choice either. Let me just replace these. These are bugging me. I think these need to be... Uh-oh. I think it was like this. Yep, and then these. That's not bad. Let's try the Gilded Blackstone just because I'm curious about what that would look like. Oh, that's kind of cool. I love the veins of gold in it. It looks like, I don't know, it feels very rich. Oops. Got rid of our magma block. It's not bad. I think I need less of it, but not altogether terrible. I wonder if I just get rid of the magma. Look better. Yeah, but I agree with you. Coal's a little bit... It's weird. I think I just said this, but working with Netherrite seems like, looking at this like, oh, Netherrite's the dark block. But then you put it next to something like coal, and it's like, whoa, Netherrite's actually not that dark. Let's see if we can replace a few of these randomly. At least as random as I can manage. Just a little bit less blackstone. Is that better, or is that weird because it's no longer perfectly symmetrical? I don't know. It's kind of a tough one. Maybe we should put some crying obsidian in, huh? I think we might have too many colors though. I think I probably want to stick with things that are kind of reddish. Okay, we'll put this brick back in. I suppose there are other kinds of nether brick though, huh? We have chiseled. Could look nice. It is weird they're all oriented the same way, but it's not terrible. Let's see if we can do some more stuff with this magma. I think that's really gonna bring out... Oops. No. There we go. I think the magma is gonna do a lot to make this look extra good. I guess we'll bring that all the way to the wall, huh? Nope, that's too much. Too much. It's actually not bad, but I think that might look kind of neat. Let's see if I can remember how to... Okay, so it's 2 and then 5 and then 2. 3, 4, 5, and this one's like this on this side. Yeah, that might look good if I repeat it around in a sort of circular shape. So we got 1 block of space. 5, and this one goes like this, this one goes like this. 2, 3, 4, 5. This one. Let's see. Let's fill in this last one, then we'll take a look at the whole pattern. Hopefully, what I'm hoping will happen is I'm going to zoom out with the camera and it's instantly going to look super cool. Kind of like a spider web. I don't know if it's a bad thing. It's kind of neat. I don't know. What do people think? I think this blackstone, though. I like the gilded blackstone, but I think that this needs to be just regular blackstone. for right now. Just like that. I don't know, is that a cool pattern? Is it not a cool pattern? I can't tell. Kind of makes me wonder if we should do this outer ring shape in gold. Kind of like this. So it looks kind of like, I don't know, just to make it stand out a little bit, maybe. See if I can fill this in correctly. One more. Does that look good? Not sure I like the gold ring. Maybe blackstone for that as well. I think we just want accents of gold. I don't think we want too much, because there's already a lot of gold in this build. But I do think we want this ring to be a different color than the netherite, because I think that looks good when it's offset. Yeah, I think that looks better. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Other thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna replace these. Oh yeah, that looks pretty neat. I like that a lot. I think, let's try this. I think that's, oh, I was trying to do this one. Okay, and then I want this one. Okay, then we can do, I'm getting ideas, guys. I'm getting ideas. I don't know if they're good ideas, but I'm getting ideas. That's not too bad. That looks kind of neat. Maybe we should do these corners though, not magma. What if we maybe like that? That looks kind of cool. Okay, now I've got another idea. Let's go ahead. I want to if I offset one half of these, so it's kind of like a zipper. No, I don't think the design's quite wide enough for that. Okay, we'll put it back. It was like this. Okay, I think this might be good for now. I don't want to get too crazy with it. Kind of curious. Okay, we're gonna turn on the shaders because I have a need to know. Really like to know what this looks like with the shaders on. I get the feeling it's gonna look nice, but let's also, okay, gotta close up all the holes in the ceiling. Oh, it's so bright. Let's get rid of our night vision. Not quite enough light to see by in here. Ooh, it's a purple sunbeam. It looks like we need more light to be able to see stuff, but overall, actually overall with the shaders, I think the netherite and the crimson, I keep calling it crimson, I don't know why. Netherite and the nether brick actually looks even better with the shaders on. Yeah, I do like the magma inside too. I like the fact that you can see it from the outside. I think we just need, overall, we just need more light in here in general, just so we can see the patterns in the floor. Because magma, like I said, does not emit a ton of light. So that's something we can remedy. Let's see. Let's go ahead and turn it back off because it is making me lag. Okay. All right, night vision back on. So I do like this. I think this is a good pattern. I may, I'll mess with it a little bit later probably, but for right now, I think this is a good place to start. Let's take a look kind of at this weird in-between area. So we've got our stairs. They have stripes. We have this center room that has its cool floor pattern. Now we just kind of need to figure out what to do with this little walkway out here. It does make me kind of wonder if it would look cool if we just did like a checkerboard with netherite and nether brick, or if that would look bad. I suppose the other thing we could do is try and continue the stripe pattern, but I think that would be a little bit difficult. Not sure what kind of shape fills in this space most effectively. It's kind of a round, it's kind of a ring shape, because it's just like this thin little ring, and that's bugging me. Well, this is still blue on the inside. It is, it's kind of a ring shape that kind of goes around the outside of the building. I think it's important to leave this area inside these arches, to leave that, like nether brick, so that it really feels like you're going inside the building. But I think once we get outside, there's a possibility that we could do some more interesting things with it. Just, I don't quite know what. That may be something we deal with another day, because I am not feeling particularly inspired, unfortunately. But, okay, let's move on to the next order of business. So, this raw edge of this building up here, I kind of hate it. It's really ugly. I don't know why I built it that way either. It was poor decision making on my part. We're gonna try and fix it. So to do that, I'm just gonna grab some. What we'll probably do is detail it with just andesite. And I think really what's gonna fix our problem is just to put an edge on it, just a hard edge. Because right now I think the issue is that it's a soft edge, right? So it's an edge made out of a bunch of different kinds of blocks, and I think it's better if it's just one kind of block. So I think that overall that's gonna look a lot more solid. See, already I think that looks a little bit better. Do the same thing on the other side. And I was thinking, my thoughts were that I might try to do some little crenellations on there. Crenellations is a word that I recently learned. It's those little the little stick up bits on the edge of like castles. So it's the ones that look like, they look kind of like teeth, or like the teeth on a gear. So when you have them and they look like this. That's called those are called crenellations. SAT word of the day. Yeah, that already looks much better with a clean edge. Not 100% sure why it looks better. It just does. Alright, we're going to grab some regular andesite blocks. And honestly, I think we're just going to kind of stick them around. Yeah, could be, the placement could be better, but we work with what we're given. I think that's probably okay. Okay, we'll do the same thing. Just like this. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, I kind of like that. It does, it looks a little bit like a castle. But I think what we need to do to really get that look exactly right is to bring a few of these down like that. One extra block. Don't want to do it above the windows. We can do it back here. Just like this. And we can put this one here. And give me just one moment. My dog would like to escape the confines of my bedroom area. She is, I don't know, off to go do dog things, I suppose, as a dog is wont to do. Okay. Let's stick this in here. Okay. Yeah, I think that actually looks pretty nice. Let's see if we can repeat that on this side. Don't do any of those, but we can do this one. Let's see. And then back here. Cool. Okay. Let's take a look from afar. I do like that. I like that the gold peeks through just a little bit. Gives it a little more of a castle-y vibe, which I think is a good thing. Cool. Okay, the other thing I want to do is I'd like to fill in the space in between the crenellations with something. And it could be that I do that with like stone walls, maybe? Maybe stone brick walls? I wish they had polished andesite walls. I guess they have regular andesite walls. I think stone brick might be the way to go. Or nether brick fence. Or nether brick wall. These are all options. Let's try the stone bricks, see what that looks like. I like using walls in this way because they don't... It's a little weird. There we go. Because they're not, they don't stick out quite as much as the rest of it. So it's a little bit, you can see that you got some shadows in there that I really like. I think it makes things adds a little depth. We can also do kind of these little things on top, just to give it a little bit, give it back a little bit of that spiky crenellated. I think crenellated is a word. I don't know. Let's see, just like this, like that. And we're gonna put these up here. Looks like MCX has seen enough of building on stream and he wants to do some building IRL, and who can blame him, right? Everyone likes building in Minecraft. It's a fun hobby for sure. Okay. let's see. Other thing I want to do is that now that this is like less of like the top of the building and more of like another little walkway, might actually make it a real walkway. I'm gonna replace these blocks with netherite, just like we have down there. Oh, he's gonna do some work on, he's got a plaza over there that he's working on. I guess he's gonna do some work on that. That's very cool. Let's see, just like that. Yeah, I think that's good. It's like one of those little details that I don't know. Not even sure if this is gonna be a walkable space, but I think it's important that we treat it like one, because this would make a nice place to walk. You know, it's this needs to go back to being andesite. No, but if someone were walking up here, it would be nice to have it be denoted by the fact that the ground is made out of what we have kind of designated as our walkable space block. It gives it a little bit of a, makes it a little bit different from the other levels. Oh yeah, I really like the little pokey bits up there at the top. It's a really neat effect. Kind of want to do that more. I'm just not exactly sure where else I would put it, but it is pretty cool. All right, let's see what other little detail bits are missing. I did want to build a statue here, but I think the statue is gonna have to wait, because it is just I have no idea what kind of statue or how I'm gonna build it or what it's gonna look like. No clue whatsoever. Do you think this needs a doorway? Okay, shifting focus a little bit. Let's look at the inside of this wall. So we know it's going to connect in with the rest of this down here. We have this big hallway that leads right into the center of the building, which means that this hallway needs to also be kind of beautied up the same way, I think. So maybe we can just continue this pattern down the hallway. That might not be a bad idea. Got a lot of these. I think we don't need quite this many light sources. Also, I liked sea lanterns at the beginning, but the more I look at it, I think probably shroom light is going to be the way to go. Oops, just like that. And then we'll grab this, and we need a debug stick because I don't want to have to manually power all this. So open. There we go. Looks like all these got messed up too, so we're gonna have to replace these stairs. Not too hard though. And I think the reason all these sea lanterns are here are because I forgot to not select them, so it just ended up with a lot of sea lanterns where there don't really need to be a lot of sea lanterns. I think most of this really could be just kind of regular stone like that. But I think we could have a few, maybe every 3. Let's see. Oh no, it's almost perfect. Oh, but you know what? Okay. We're gonna do like this. I'm just gonna rearrange this just so it fits a little better. Like that. 1, 2, 3. Shroom light. 1, 2, 3. Shroom light. It's a little nitpicky, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Shroom light and a trapdoor. And this final one is gonna go right here in the corner, which actually I think works out nicely. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna close all these. Oh. Let's just fix this one. Cool. I think that looks good. Eventually we're gonna have to replace all the smooth stone anyway, so not super concerned about that. Close that back down. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, got a little bit weird. Okay. Let's go down the row and open up all these trapdoors. We're gonna go and replace all these with shroom lights. Perfect. And we'll go and close them. Alright, cool. Hallway's looking a little bit better. Start filling in some of this. What is down there? Oh, okay, I know what all this is. This is John's Black Library. I totally forgot that was right underneath where we're building. A lot of redstone. It's a lot of everything down there. It's a pretty impressive building, if I'm being perfectly candid. Okay. Kind of reminds me, this pattern reminds me a little bit of either a zipper or like a spine, you know? Okay. And we'll probably just put some magma accents in here. Oh, oops. Ah, man. Yeah, we gotta move that. That's no good. Okay. We're gonna shift it using commands though, because I'm lazy. One, like that. Aha! Very nice. Okay. This needs to be just like that. Perfect. Okay. More magma accents. Maybe just like this, huh? We don't want too much magma. Too much magma is gonna look kind of strange. Nope. Can't place blocks. But I think a little bit is going to provide a little bit of light and just keep this from being like super duper repetitive. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Let's brush it. Actually, let's use a cylinder for this because I don't know what's underneath. Oops, smooth. Smooth stone. Perfect. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I kind of like that. Okay. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while. I want to replace the inside, at least part of the inside of this, with something like magma. Maybe it doesn't have to be magma. Magma might be too much. But because I've long thought that these magma might be too much. But you see how these interior pillars have like this kind of concave opening inside them, and I really think it needs something inside it. I don't know what. Magma I think is a little bit too strong. But I definitely need some sort of block in there. I wonder if maybe, what if I do like the spine in magma like that? And then I put like, I need some stone blocks of some sort. Maybe, I guess I'll just use stone bricks for right now. I can always change it later. And then what if I fill in the rest of it with like stained glass? Maybe like this magenta stained glass. That looks kind of neat. I don't know. I just want them to look like they like there's a core to the pillars, and then there's something, you know, the like part of the outside of the pillar has been carved away to reveal, you know, a colored core of some sort. I think that's would look kind of neat. I just don't know exactly what blocks to use for such a feat. Magma may not be the best choice, but I'm gonna do something similar to all of these, just so I don't forget. Because I do think it has the potential to be something really neat. Okay, this one needs to be the magma backbone. And then, yeah. Maybe just fill this in. That looks kind of cool. Yeah, the stained glass in the pillar. All right. Do you think what do you think about the light block behind it? I need a light block, right? Because otherwise it's going to be hard to see the glass. Is magma a good choice? Or, I mean, there are lots of other light blocks. There's even a possibility. Oh. How cool would it be if I had like actual lava flowing through the center of these? That sounds kind of awesome. Huh. I think I could do that pretty easily too. 'Cause I think... What is behind this? Yeah, it's just mostly solid back here. So, okay, let's get funky. Grab our infinite lava bucket. Okay, so I guess I need to get rid of the magma. Make it go down a little bit. Okay, I think if I do like this. Hey, I did it. Oh wait, no, this one needs to be... There we go. What do we think of that? I like that it flows downwards. That's pretty neat. Okay. Let's try it on this side. Okay, and I just need to stick the lava in there. Just like that. Look at it go. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. It looks like we've got lava flowing through the building. Oh, I like that a lot. Okay, let's do that on the other ones then. See, look at that. Every once in a while. It's not often. Oh, that's kind of weird, though. I didn't realize that. So these ones are only 1 block thick on the outside. But pretty sure... That's sort of strange. So, but I am going to be replacing, like, this is getting replaced. Which means that the lava is going to go here. Which means I think if we just do like this. Yeah, I can just fill in this. There we go. Now we've got the same thing where we have this open space. Yeah, I do like the fact that it moves. Yeah, that's how I have this other one set up. Okay, this is gonna work. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, and then I just need to... Maybe in this one I should stick the lava in the ceiling like that. That is pretty cool, guys. That's pretty cool. I think on these ones, though, I think this needs to not be gold. I'm not sure why I made these doorways 2 blocks thick like this. Don't worry too much. I am replacing all of this with stone brick right now, but I'll come back through at some point and retexture it. Yeah, I don't know why any of this was even here, to be honest. Yeah, it looks much better. Much better that way. Okay, cool. Let's do... So, we need to basically just do this. All the way to the ceiling. We're probably going to need to open these up a little bit too. Just because these are now, with the addition of this excess wall, they are a little bit cramped. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. So we filled all that in. See if we can okay, and then this becomes stained glass, and this is also stained glass except for this up here, which is lava. Oh, that looks really cool. Okay. Oh my goodness. I said this was gonna be a short stream, and now it's already 9 o'clock. I'm a liar and a cad, but that's okay. You guys don't mind watching me do too much Minecraft, right? Oh yeah. Lava looks really cool with the shaders on. I like the texture of it. And you're right, I really like the fact that it falls. And that it falls continuously, like, you never have to worry about running out of lava, you know? That is very satisfying. Kind of reminds me of the lava lamps. I had a lava lamp when I was a kid. It's one of my most treasured possessions. Let's see. I can get rid of this. Ooh. A little bit of a lag spike. Shaders will do that. Okay. Get rid of that. And all those are fixed. That looks pretty cool though. It's like, it does. It looks like this doorway is framed by two gigantic lava lamps. That is kind of neat. Alright guys, well it's been a really nice stream. Didn't get as much done as I thought we would, but to be honest, I never get as much done as I think I'm going to get done. There's always more work to do. So I think we're going to wrap it up here for the evening. Well, thank you everyone for coming and watching. Yeah, I had a really good time. This was a really fun stream. Got some really good insights from people and people watching, and I really do appreciate your help with all this, because these decisions they're not easy to make, and it's nice to have a little bit of assistance from other people, figuring out exactly what does look good and what does not look good. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good time. It was pretty chill. Got some interesting new music. It's very interesting new music. But it's royalty free, so I love it. But yeah, I will catch you guys later. I'm hoping to try and stream tentatively. My stream schedule is looking twice a week. I'm trying to do an evening stream on Wednesdays around 7 p.m. Pacific Standard, and also Saturday afternoons, because that's when I've got some availability. So fingers crossed, look for the next one of my streams on Saturday afternoon, probably around noon PST, whatever time that is in your local time zone. And yeah, should be a good time. Thank you for coming and watching though, and I'll see you guys at the next one.